3 Our Ruin. This brand new documentary series just dropped on Netflix called American Nightmare, and this documentary series it is based on this story happened in 2015 about this couple, like when this wife, she get kidnapped from her home, and of course, so she got kidnapped. Her husband goes to the cop and try to report this, like she was kidnapped, and they need to get her back. And of course, this documentary starts with that husband when he does this report, and this cop, the police actually does not believe him, and we see immediately they take him in custody and they start questioning him, and he's like, whoa, you guys need to find my wife. They actually don't believe him at all. And of course, later in the second episode, we see the wife and police start blaming her for, they're saying she did this Gone Girl scenario where she has staged her own kidnapping in this series. And we see, basically we see from this couple's point of view what they went through when she was kidnapped, and how was she kidnapped, and what happened afterward. And I was reading this article about on them, and I see that later on police, they did apologize to them, but they did went through this, and you hear in this documentary from their point of view how she was kidnapped, what they went through, and all this thing. And watching this documentary, it was quite sad. Although I would say a documentary itself, there's so many scenes, this documentary has 3 episodes. So, I'm gonna tell how this documentary, as a documentary, this documentary tried to show you 2 details. Like when she got kidnapped, we are like in her head. So I guess it makes sense though, because you are watching from her point of view, and they show you like what she's thinking in that moment and everything. It tried to stage that moment, and I felt like I would have just rather hear her statement than watching her eyes going here and there. It was like very unnecessary when you watch it. Still though, a sad story here when you watch it, and the video are like especially this woman, what she went through. Oh, she was just crying the whole time. I was like, oh, it's really sad. These people really thought she staged her own kidnapping. It was like I couldn't believe it. And the person who kidnapped her, and it looks like end of this, he was convicted. So he is a jail, he's convicted, was for 46 years. So that guy, I think he said oh, you are not supposed, this guy, he kidnapped her because he was planning to kidnap the husband's ex, a girlfriend, and mistakenly he kidnaps her. Oh, it was so sad. The tragic story actually here. And when I was watching it, I was like, whoa. At the same time, as I was saying, this documentary isn't perfect. It's like, it tried to show 2 details. I was like, just show her what she's saying. I don't need, I can just listen to her and make up my own mind. You know what I mean? So that will bother many people when you are watching it. But still very interesting documentary, I would say. Still very well made. All these clips are very well put together. It's just that these are the minor complaint I had. Still watching this documentary was unbelievable. How this police treated her. It's really sad. And it was like, whoa, it was sad. And listening to her, I was like really sad, she was crying the whole time. I was like, how could they think they staged this? What she will gain out of staging this? So that's I was really like, whoa. So I never knew what happened in 2015. Based on this documentary, I'm thinking how could they not believe her? They just immediately suspecting all these people. So that was yeah, but this thing happened every day in real life. So, watching this documentary, I found it was quite interesting. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this documentary? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to check out other reviews on other documentary series. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.